All right, guys, just getting the sound ready. Got to get this music cut off. All right. Welcome to Market Recap Live. I am your host, Joseph Martin, and I have an awesome show for you guys tonight. We are taking a look at ticker symbol AVGO. You might know them better as Broadcom. Broadcom started as an HP semiconductor division in 1961. Now they are a global leader in custom AI accelerators and infrastructure software. Broadcom Incorporated primary competitors are NVIDIA, Marvel Technology, and Qualcomm. So today we are going to review Broadcom Incorporated earnings and take a look at their website. So let's talk about the live stream poll. Let's get this chat going and tell us where you're tuning in from. Put a YT in the chat if you're tuning in from YouTube, and put an FB in the chat if you're tuning in from Facebook. YT for YouTube and an FB for Facebook. We are building a community over here for people who want to become empowered and take control of their financial situation by learning how to unlock the wealth building power of the stock market. And we are streaming Monday through Friday following trading sessions at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The U.S. stock market regular trading hours are 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And there's a link for the New York Stock Exchange calendar down in the description. Okay, let's get to it. Let's go to Broadcom's website. So we're going to go over to, I do not have my little cursor lit up. I knew I was going to forget something, but it's all right. We going to get it together. There it is. All right. Got my cursor. All right, so let's bring this over. So we're going to go over to analyze, and we're just going to type the ticker symbol in. And let me put this up on the screen so you'll know what platform I'm using. There we go. So we're going to type in AVGO. Oh my goodness, what just happened? Guys, my camera. Something happened with my camera. It's hiding me. What did I do? Video settings. Hide camera. What did I do? Wow. Guys, I done clicked on something and now it's showing my face instead of showing me. I have no idea what I just did. Let me see if it's something in these settings. Video settings, virtual profile picture. I do not want my picture showing. I want me as the video. All right, guys, I don't know what I done did. This is terrible. Might as well just take me. Nah, I don't. Let me see. Can you edit it from here? Nope. It's just doing profile picture things. Wow. I have no idea what I just did. All right. AVGO. Let's just keep it going. There we go. I don't know how I just did it, but I'm back. Thank goodness. All right. Now I'm over here. AVGO. All right. So we got the ticker symbol in. Let's go to their website. Bring it over, blow it up, F11, and we got me on the screen. We can take this Schwab stuff off. All right, here we go. So Broadcom Incorporated, ticker symbol AVGO, the $1.6 trillion semiconductor and infrastructure software leader, reported its first quarter 2026 earnings 5 days ago, March 4th. AVGO is listed in the semiconductors industry inside the information technology sector. They have a 52-week high of $414.61 and a 52-week low of $138.10, which is a trading range of $276.51, and closed today at $345.24. Broadcom Incorporated earnings report beat on the top line and delivered a beat on the bottom line while providing record guidance for Q2 as AI semiconductor demand continues to surge. They reported revenue of $19.31 billion, which is higher than the market expectations of $19.21 billion. Their EPS were higher than the analysts and market expectations of $2.02 when they reported an adjusted EPS of $2.05. Broadcom Incorporated reported a GAAP net income of $7.35 billion, which is significantly higher than the $5.5 billion net income they reported this same quarter last year, which is an increase of 33.6%. So for the first fiscal quarter year, wait a minute. So for the first fiscal quarter of 2025, their net profit was approximately 25.1% lower than it is compared to now a year later. Broadcom had a 52-week high of $414.61 in December of 2025, and today the stock reached a daily high of $348.49. Despite the recent earnings beat, the stock remains in a consolidation phase. This represents a percentage decline of 16.7% over a span of approximately 4 months. So if someone invested $1,000 at that high in late December of 2025, they would currently be seeing a loss of $167. The earnings were released after the market closed at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, followed by a 5 p.m. conference call. Broadcom also announced a new 10 billion share repurchase program and revealed that their AI revenue grew 106% year over year to $8.4 billion. All right, so now we're about to look over some things we see on their website. I hate those cookie links that they put on these websites. I really do. Let me blow this up a little bit, see if we can make it bigger, because you might be looking at this from your phone. So let's do that. So we did it. All right. So we got delivering the best technology at scale, semiconductors and infrastructure software for global organizations, complex mission critical needs. So let me explain what we're doing when we look at this website, because I talked to my cousin yesterday and we had a really good conversation about what we're doing over here on this channel. So I want you to understand this. In my personal experience from investing, I have learned that one of the key things is you need to know how that company makes money if you expect to make money. If you have no idea what that company does, besides just looking at numbers, for me personally, that's not a good investment. I need to know exactly what this company does. And just looking at numbers, everybody's financials, in my opinion, will kind of look the same, even though it means something different. You get a better feel for what the customer sees when you go to their website, if that makes sense. So that's why I go to the website and look around and see what I can find. So we like to look at what's going on with the company and investors' information that's available on these websites, but most people only look for things to buy or purchase from these same websites. So we're going to just glance over it and look at it like from a customer standpoint, and then we're going to start looking at it from an investor standpoint. So that's what we're doing right now. Core technologies to accelerate innovation: AI infrastructure, automotive, data center, private cloud, Wi-Fi 8, customer support portal software, documentation, communities, or latest products. Okay, latest news and latest blogs. Okay, here's an About Us section. Let me take me off the screen for a minute so it'll be easier to see, and take this off too. Blow this up maybe a little bit more. Yeah. All right. Now let me read this. Broadcom provides semiconductors and infrastructure software for global organizations' complex mission-critical needs. We combine long-term R&D stands for research and development, investment with superb execution to deliver the best technology at scale. Through focus and expertise, Broadcom sets the standard in industries where technology breakthroughs shape markets. Our semiconductor and semiconductor-based solutions serve markets across networking connectivity, wireless device connectivity, servers and storage systems, broadband, and industrial. Broadcom's infrastructure software solutions serve markets including private cloud, mainframe software, cybersecurity, enterprise software, and fiber channel storage area network management. With these core technologies, we help customers accelerate their innovation. So we can learn more about Broadcom by clicking there. This looks like the same thing. They gave you a link right next to it. They kind of told you the same thing right here. Let me put me back on the screen. They put the same thing on the next page, put a link right by it. Ain't that something? So 11 billion, Broadcom invested 11 billion in research and development in fiscal year 2025. 74%, Broadcom dedicates 74% of its workforce to research and development operations. So this is what I learned from investing personally when it comes to R&D, for short, which is research and development. Investors look at this as a big deal because it means that the company is actively trying to stay ahead of the curve. They're not complacent with whatever's working now. They know that in the future it might change. So they're always investing in research and development to find better ways to provide goods and services to their customers. That's what the research and development big deal is. So that's a lot of money that they're putting in to their future of staying a company that is providing the best they can to their customers. That's the idea. Broadcom has approximately 19,000 patents in a broad IP portfolio. By delivering long-term value to customers and investing in improved customer-focused research and development, we can deliver the best technology at scale. Hock Tan, President and CEO. Okay, industry firsts. I'm just going to pause here for a minute, let you read this. And then this is more of their awards. Let me take me off the screen for a second so it'll be easier to see. There we go. All right. All right, so now what we're going to do, we are going to look for, let's go to company and see if it's going to say anything different. I doubt it. We're just going to check. So you got about us, company history, exact. Oh, it does have something a little different. Yeah. All right, just showing you where this stuff is at. We're not going to read all this. I'm ready to go to the investor section. So we go back to company, go down to investor center. It doesn't go over to anything else. Let's just click it. Let's see. Okay, here it is, stock information. Here we go. Do I have to blow this up again? Look kind of small. Put me back on the screen. Blow it up. There we go. All right, so this is the stock quote information. Price $345.75 a share. The change today, they're up $15.27 today. Volume, they had a trading volume of 40 million, roughly 41 million if we round it off, is 40.6. The percentage change today was 4.62%, 52-week high, 414.61, which is what we talked about today in the earnings. But this is that data we discussed. We didn't talk about the previous close, but that information is right here. So let's see the stock chart and blow this back up. All right, so with this chart, let me compare this to this chart. Give me 1 second. We go here, we're gonna come out of here, and we're gonna go to charts. So here is a candlestick chart using the Thinkorswim platform. So I'll put the disclaimer down at the bottom. I'm gonna zoom in. And this is a daily chart. You pull up the floating data box. And this is the data we just read about today when I moused over this candle. So if you look at the top, it says March 9th, 2026, and it closed today. Is this a week candle? No, that's a day candle. Closed today at $345.75. And this is Broadcom. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the website. Those were candles we was looking at. So right here, this is a mountain chart. So if we go to tools, change the chart type, you see where it says mountain, we can take it to candlestick. I don't know if we can zoom in. There we go. So now this looks more like the chart I just showed you. So they have this on their website to help you get an idea of the technical analysis of the price action with that company. And most brokers have this tool. If I'm not mistaken, all of them have this tool. If they offer the customers an opportunity to do their own trading, they have these platforms: historical price lookup and investor calculator. So this is the investor information that you can find on Broadcom's website. Let me put me back on the screen and take this off because we're not looking at the Thinkorswim platform right now, and blow this back up. All right, so where are we at now? I meant to tell you that I have the websites for every company that we are looking at tonight down in the description of the video. So if you don't know where those websites are, they're easy to find. They're right there in the description. Okay, let's go here. Let's get off of that and just go back to me. And for your convenience, we talked about that. Prompter. All right. So community support, back to the community. I would appreciate it very much if you guys share the stream, hit the like button, subscribe. And if you wish to send a monetary gift to support the content, Cash App and PayPal links are also down in the description and the ticker on the screen. Before we look at the charts again, remember, professionals trade from a computer, not a mobile device. Mobile trading apps are limited. You lose critical detail and advanced platform features on a mobile screen. So be advised, trading from your phone is usually the least effective way for managing your assets. To see every detail, use a full trading platform and watch these streams on a computer or a TV. Only use your phone as a last resort. All right. So now we're going to look at the S&P 500 and the market close. So let's go over here. Keep me on the screen. I'm going to close this out. We already got the floating box up, so I'm not going to bother. We're going to type in the symbol box SPY. So this is the spider. This is the S&P 500 ETF trust. So you cannot invest directly in an index. I'm gonna keep saying it. You can't invest directly into an index, but you can invest in something that tracks their performance. So we did a little technical analysis when we put these lines on the chart to see that the S&P 500 ETF, the SPY, was trading in this trading range, and then it had dropped out of it today, but it bullishly bounced back into that trading range. And that was this candle right here today. Let me zoom in. This candle right here. So it fell out of this range of this technical analysis that we drew on the chart. So this was supposed to be support, and this was supposed to be resistance. So it opened outside the support, came down, and then it bullishly bounced back into that trading range we had drew on the charts last week. So I think that was Friday that we had put this on the chart. Now, it's not a guarantee that that's going to happen, but that's what happened this time when we drew this on the chart. So let's look at the price action for today with the SPY. So the SPY opened at $666.39. They had a high of $679.92. They had a low of $662.39 and closed today at $678.27 and had a trading range of $17.53. And if we come down here, they had a trading volume of 102,000 shares traded today. They had a very high volume of trading activity today, which is good because it was a bullish sign of high volume from what I'm seeing, my own opinion. All right, so let's get out of there. First, we're going to look at the loser tonight. Now it's time to look at the winners and the losers for today in the S&P 500. And first, we're going to look at the loser so we can end the night on a high note. You know, I like to do that. Now, I'm gonna wait to tell you this. So let's just go ahead and pull it up. So when we go here, we go to Market Watch. When we go to Market Watch, we want to link this and we want to go over to the S&P 500. So now we have that full list. Change this to my market recap columns. And then we click the percentage change. So as we can see, the biggest loser in the S&P 500 today is PSKY, ticker symbol, and that is the Paramount Skydance company. Okay. Now, something interesting I had realized when I had seen this, I remember that we looked at this company before. So we reviewed this company as the biggest winner on February 26th. Okay. It was the biggest winner, and now it's the biggest loser not too long after. What is it, like less than a week or so? Yeah, not too long ago, like 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, it's the biggest loser, and it just was the biggest winner, which I think is very interesting. So let's do some quick math here. No, we're not doing a trade. Let's do some quick math here. Pull up the calculator. So we're going to look at what we would have lost, or someone would have lost, if they invested $1,000. So if they invested $1,000 and lost that 6.67%, we will multiply that times 0.0667. So they would have lost $66.70. We negate it and we add the $1,000 back to it. So it's going to subtract what we lost, or they lost, and then you would be left with $933.30 of your investment if you had lost the 6.67%, or if someone lost 6.67% by investing in PSKY. Now we're going to look at some more details about the company. So we're going to go over to Analyze. And because we linked it right here with that number 2, it popped right up. Now, because I blew me up, made me larger on the screen, we can't see this information now. So let me take that down. So when we come down here to company profile, I skipped something. So here's the ticker symbol PSKY, and we find out that they are in the communication services sector. Okay. Now we come down to company profile and we get the full name of the company. So it's Paramount Skydance Corporation. Here's their website. Now we're going to review their website in a minute, but we like to read a little bit about the company's description right here in this area before we visit their website. Paramount Skydance Corporation operates as a media and entertainment company worldwide. It operates in 3 segments: studios, direct-to-consumer, and TV media. The company operates CBS Television Network, a domestic broadcast television network, CBS stations, a television station, international free-to-air networks comprising Network 10, Channel 5, Tele5, and I don't know what that is. Can't even read that. It look like gibberish. And domestic premium and basic cable networks such as Nickelodeon, MTV, CMT, Comedy Central, BET, Paramount Plus, with Showtime, Paramount Network, the Smithsonian Channel, BET Media Group, CBS Sports Network, and international extensions of these brands. So remember, we don't read it all right here. Okay, we don't read it all. We just read some of it, and then we go to their website. So let's go. Remember, the links for this website is going to be down in the description. So let me bring this over. We're going to blow this up. There we go. So we're on the Paramount website. More of what you love. Going to skim over this a little bit before we look for the about, which I'm seeing is right here at the top. I don't see the info. On investor stuff is right here. So they have everything on at the top. So we're going to go back up there later. Let's just scroll. Oh, we at the bottom. I thought we had a far way to go. We at the bottom. Shape the future. Join us. So let me take me off the screen so you can see something. So down here at the bottom, take this disclaimer off. You can see brands. I see a chat. Give me 1 second with the chat. I see the chat. Hey, bro, I'm on YouTube in South Carolina. There we go. Hey, brother, how you doing? Appreciate you for the chat. Hey, I'm on YouTube in South Carolina right now. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right. So about brands, business, leadership, board of directors. So we got some information down here, but I don't see the investment. Oh, it's over here. So the investment information is over here to the right. Let me put me back on the screen. So let's go to about. They got brands. Yeah, let's go to brands. More of what you love. Look at Sonic. He taking off. All right, so Channel 5, BET, CBS, CBS News, CBS Sports, CMT, Colors, Comedy Central, MTV, Channel 10, Nickelodeon, Paramount Plus, Paramount Network, Paramount Pictures, Pluto TV, Pop TV, Showtime, Skydance Animation, Skydance Shorts, Skydance Games, Smithsonian Channel, and TV Land. And I've told you before, because I told you we reviewed this before, I love this show. I think I'm gonna watch it later on tonight. King of Queens. Man, they funny. All right. Let's go to investors. All right, investor relations. So the ticker symbol is right here. This looks very small. So if you're watching from your phone, let me try to blow this up for you and see where we at. All right. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Blow this up. Okay. So overview, ticker symbol, PSKY, $11. The trading price for today is $11.19. They're down 0.8%. I'm sorry, that's 80 cents. That's not that's not a percentage. That's cents. So they dropped 80 cents today. And the stock fell by 6.67% by losing that 80 cents. Got thrown off because they didn't have a dollar sign in front of it, but you got to pay attention. So events and presentations, quarterly results, fourth quarter. I'm trying to find the stock information. Like more details like we seen with Broadcom earlier. So let's see, financials, events and news. Here it is, stock information. So we're going to click stock performance. And now we should get more information. Yeah, here we go. So here we go with the charts. I'm blocking the chart, so I'll take me off when we get down there. So stock performance, PSKY, $11.19, March 9th, 2026, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Change, this is the 80 cents they lost. Today's high, $11.60. Trading volume, 13 million. Today's low, $11.02. Today's open, $11.49. 52-week high, $20.86. Previous close, $11.99. 52-week low, $9.95. Take me off the screen, scroll down. And now we're looking at a chart. Now, if you've been following along, you should be able to recognize that this is a mountain chart because they have this area colored in with a line. So the chart type, right there, says mountain. We can change this to candlestick. And then I think I saw candlestick red, green. So that way you can pick the color you want. You zoom in, zoom out. And now this looks more like the candlesticks we see on the Thinkorswim platform when we're looking at companies over there. Scroll down. Here's a historical lookup and weekly stock data and an investor calculator. So as you can see, they offer a lot of different tools you can use right on their website, which is really cool. I love when companies do that. Do that sound professional at all? Do that, do that. I like when companies do that for their for their investors, decide to give them those tools to make it easier for them to look at it right there on the website. You got to zoom in sometimes, but boy, this is blowing my mind because I know that if you're looking from a phone, it's helping you, but this is huge in my face. I feel like I'm sitting too close in the movie theater because I got it zoomed in like this, but we're going to be all right. All right, so now what we're going to do, we are going to look at the loser. No, this was the loser. Now we're about to look at the winner. Moving kind of fast. All right. So we go over to Market Watch on the Thinkorswim platform. We're going to click the percentage tab. And you can't see it. And now you can. So here we are. Let me put this ticker back on here for our disclaimer. All right, so we can see that the winner for today in the S&P 500 is SanDisk Corporation, ticker symbol SNDK. And they had a percentage change of 11.64%. Previous close was $527.33, and today they closed at $588.73. Let's pull up that calculator. Here we go. And now we can check to see if someone invested $1,000 in SanDisk yesterday. We're going to multiply this times 0.1164. So that's that 11.64% as a decimal. And then we hit enter. So that person would have made $116.40 in 1 day from their investment of investing in SanDisk yesterday if they had got it at that closing price. So if we add this to our $1,000, the $100,000 would have grown to $1,116.40. So when we subtract that 1,000, this is just the ROI. That's the investing term for return on investment. So that's specifically just the money you made or the money you lost from the investment that you made. So now we see that. Now we're going to select this stock and go over to analyze. So SanDisk, ticker symbol SNDK, is in the information and technology sector. And I am blocking the company information. So let me take me off the screen. And now we're going to read a little bit about the company. SanDisk Corporation develops and manufactures. I'm sorry, they do not have an and there. I want to put this back on here. SanDisk Corporation develops, manufactures, and sells data storage devices and solutions using NAND flash technology in the United States, Europe, the Middle East, Africa, Asia, and internationally. I don't know why they say that, because those other countries aren't international. I don't know why they say that. The company offers solid state drives for desktop and notebook PCs, gaming consoles, and set-top boxes, and flash-based embedded storage products for mobile phones, tablets, notebook PCs, and other portable and wearable devices, automotive applications, Internet of Things, industrial, and connected home applications, as well as removable cards, universal serial bus drives, and wafers and components. Not going to read the whole thing. I like the fact that it's not that long, but we're going to go ahead and go to their website. So let me bring this over. It looks like it's already zoomed in. Let's check. It's at 110. Let's go to this. I'm gonna blow this up. Boom. Put me back on the screen. And we ready to rock. We ready to rock. All right. Let's look for about the company and some investing information. But first, let's scroll through and look at what the company has to offer to customers. What are they selling? So trade up to save 15%. Recycle your old devices for free and save 15% on your next $50 purchase. Learn more. SanDisk Trade Up program. Okay. This is some computer hardware, solid state drives. This look like a portable. Yep. Portable SSD, flash drive for your iPhone. Okay. And these things are really popular for digital cameras too, like recording Canons and things like that. Those high-end cameras that people use, these are real popular for that. These type of storage devices. They mention it right there, don't they? Right, everyday storage for photos, videos, and everything you love right when you need it. What is that? Let me get this to move over. External storage for iPhone, ProRes recording. I haven't seen something like that. You just touch the back of the phone. Okay. These are drives that look like crayons. Okay, so let me take me off the screen. And here is the company information. So we have about us and then we have investors. So let's go to about us. Take this disclaimer off because we're not looking at that anymore and put me back on the screen. All right. At SanDisk, we keep people and businesses moving forward with inspired innovations to actualize their potential. Our vast portfolio of flash products enables a seamless and simplified world of resilient data, expression, and storage. We believe that everyone should be inspired by their data to move, create, discover, share, and unlock their potential. Innovation, sustainability, collaboration, plus community, responsible leadership, propel progress. All right. What does it say? Invest in tomorrow. Powering people starts with protecting the planet. We are dedicated to responsible practices across the full scope of our supply chain, continually striving to go above and beyond to preserve and care for the world we all share through ambitious sustainability goals, shaping our business in service of tomorrow. So they got emissions reductions, water conservation, waste diversion, supplier engagement, employee health and safety, employee engagement. Build better together. All right. And these are the executive leaders. Names give me a hard time because some names are not common names. I don't even want to butcher that. See? So y'all read that yourself. Angspat? I ain't never heard of that last name before. Bradley. Cassidy. Is this the same person? I thought I just saw that name. Yeah, that's the same person. Okay. All right. So let's find the stock information. Is it down here at the bottom? Let me take me off the screen so we can see investors. There we go. Do I have to zoom back in? Did it zoom out? It looks like there's a lot of wasted screen space. Yes, it is. So we're going to zoom back in. Put me back on the screen. Okay, we got another chat. Appreciate you for waiting. Chris Pitts. Tons, what's good, bro? Hey, man, thank you, Chris. It's been a minute, man. Hey, let me tell you something, Chris. Hey, listen. I ain't gonna say something, but you gonna know what I'm talking about. Boy, the TSA looking tough out there with what's going on out there, man. I seen the lines super crazy long out there. Crazy super long on the news. I said, boy, oh my gosh. I'm glad I'm not up in there right now. They said it was all the way out to the deck, my brother. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. But appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'm out here doing my thing. I'm still dealing with the stock market, trying to spread this good news. And get my soul and win some souls and get to heaven, you know what I'm saying? And get my money together while I'm here, try to stay out of trouble. There you see, I knew you knew. He like, dog. I knew you knew. Man, it's crazy out there, man. I seen that on the news. I said, man, I need to pray for them because I know it's tough out there, boy. I know I'm glad I'm not out there. They'd had me out there on a special post or something. Like, I'm like, please, I probably would have went home. No, they was tough on us about leaving and not being there. So I probably would have got fired. I probably would have got fired. So yeah, yeah. Let me get back to this, brother. But I appreciate you, man. I miss seeing you guys out there. I miss the people, man. That's what I miss the most about being out at the airport when I used to work there, man. I love and miss the people, the relationships that I had out there, man. I really hate the fact that I don't see people as much as I used to out there. But let me get back to this before I lose my train of thought. Ooh, I needed that laugh. So SanDisk announces participation in investor conferences, inspiration and innovation in motion. So 35 plus years of global trust, 11,000 total patent assets worldwide. So this is a big deal too. So this means they have, I think the term is called intellectual property. So in order for people to use this technology or whatever they have these patents on, it does two things with them. For them when it comes to business. If somebody else needs to use it, they get a cut of it. They're going to have to pay for the rights to either use it. And if they use it without permission, they can legally go after those damages because they have to pay for certain stuff that they use. So that's a good thing that I recognize as an investor when I'm looking at certain companies about patents that they own. And then you need to know what type of patents they have, because some people can have patents on stuff that don't matter, and then you can have patents on stuff that do matter. And that makes a difference, because if you got patents on stuff that people don't use, it's not going to be profitable. You need patents on things that people need to use, or it's an important type of technology. So 10,000 employees worldwide, 30 plus countries we operate in. Oh, I see you. I'll get to the chat in a second, my brother. I see you. Latest presentations, events, Cantor Global Technology and Industry Growth Conference, Morgan Stanley Technology, events, news releases, presentations, and corporate materials, SEC filing, stock information. Okay, quick links. So here's the stock information we're looking for. Boy, we had to dig through there, didn't we? All right, so here's the stock quoting chart. It looks like it's already zoomed all the way in. Let me see. Okay, so they trade on the NASDAQ, ticker symbol SNDK. And here's the stock price, $588.73. They up $61.40. And they were up 11.64% today. So I read up on here in this little spot at the top. Is right, this big number right here. I'm blocking it. Here we go. So the percentage change today is high, $589.51. Volume, 21,000 shares traded today. Today's low, $517. Today open, $517. Wow, that's a big deal, because that means that as soon as they started today, the price never fell below where it started. That's a big deal. So I'm gonna show you that on the chart real quick so we can see what that looks like. And then I'm gonna read Chris' comment right now. For sure, I left last year, bro, but I still hear about it. I'm sure you do. I'm sure they hitting you up like, man, you know what's going on out here? But I hope you good, man. You and the family, and God bless you guys and everything, man. So let's go to where was I at? I wanted to show you the Thinkorswim platform, and we're looking at SanDisk. So it's SNDK. Close this out. Go here. SNDK. We go to the charts. So here's that candle. So you can see what that looks like. Get an idea. You see how flat it is at the bottom? It doesn't have a wick. So for instance, let me take this floating data box off. So when I go to this candle right here, it has a long wick on it. This wick represents the low for that day. This candle is a full bodied candle. That's what that is. It's basically a full bodied candle. It doesn't have a bottom wick and it barely has a top wick. So this is extremely bullish if you look at a candlestick pattern, or just look at what this is. And then you would factor in the volume. Like, what was the volume like? So down here, I have a rank percentile label that I'm looking at. So I'm gonna explain what this does. What this does, this looks back over the last 244 trading days, and it counts how many days had volume that was higher than today's volume. So I'm going to read this label to you so you can see how powerful this is. Out of 244 trading days, only 18 of them had higher trading volume than today. 234 days were below. So this DB is days below. So 234 trading days were days below volume of what it was today. And that's what this percentage is here. So this was 90 out of 244 trading days. This is in the 92%, the upper 92% of the trading days that had extremely high volume. So this is a big deal right here. Like, for technical analysis, it's a big deal. It doesn't guarantee that that is going to continue to go up, but it is a big deal because that doesn't happen all of the time. So let's go back to finishing up here. All right, blow this back up. Okay, so remember this style right here is the mountain. So we're going to change that to candlestick, red and green. This looks like they're using the same program the other website did when they came to this information. Historic price lookup. Yeah, this looks like the same tools to me. This looks like the same tool. Investment calculator and all that other good stuff. All right, we had a good show tonight. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. Go back to this and hit you with this and put me back on the screen because you can't even see me. You already know. I hope that you learned something, and I hope that you earned something. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. If you haven't done so already, make sure you check out the whole life insurance link I have down in the description. We have 3 videos in that series so far, and I'll be releasing 2 more in the next week or so. It's free. I'm not trying to sell you anything, and it's possible it can help you and your family and change your life like it has mine. As far as the market recap live, make sure you tune in weekdays following a market trading session at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take care and God bless.